store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The kick is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. It'll be a draw. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On the move. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposite. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Fires to the middle. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Ashley. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted to stop the threat. They bring him down to that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. On the run, it's Lyle. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and brought down by the defense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Fighting off the defender.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. You think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Holstein. Get it out on the screen. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. The short hands, it's Ashley. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Shoots it to the left. Finds his man. It's Ashley. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Canes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hold and fire complete. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Makes the grab. It's Rich. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Miami, 0.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Do you think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Caught behind the line. It's Carr. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and he's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Takes the handoff. It's Green. There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Back to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Steps away. He'll get rid of it. That pass is incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to North Texas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping it. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Picked off! What a play to set him up! Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but you have a 20-point lead, life is good. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He's got him.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got room to work. Fights off a defender. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
That's caught. It's Carr. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Canes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Number 14, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Split backs here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Of 10. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Wants to fire on second down. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Golden Bears are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Cal!
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 31 over James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Gonna sling it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Fire wide out. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Miami, 7.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Golden Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Flip it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.